and introduction to how to format and other things there. The next one I'm going to look at is line chart. Line chart is also a very important chart and is always is a commonly used chart also. Line chart is commonly used chart and the line chart is used in most cases to represent trends. To represent trends. In most cases, line chart is used to represent trends. When you want to see the trend at which something is going, we use line chart to see the trend. Now let's quickly click on this and let me start from 1 and select insert. We're not going to waste any time again since we have explained more things while working with the other ones there. Can you see the data, the line chart? You can see the way at which our sales was going. I think it started well at the beginning, but towards the end of the year, I think the sales started going down. The sales started going down towards the end of the year. Let's see. Now, to add another axis, to add another series to this, what do we do? Just come back here and click on select data, add. Remember, what's the name? Profit. And what is the series value? We have this. And I click OK. So you can see how this is also going. I think we can edit this and I give it what? The month name. Yeah, the month name. So you can see the month by month. You can see from 0 back to 0. So you can see the movement from January, which is almost like 0. And it went, the highest time we have, the highest profit was when we have this. So you can see the movement from time to time. And now compare this to what we have here. Yeah, we've talked about that earlier. Okay, was it here? Where we have, okay, I think this was here. We have override it. That don't worry about that. Let's go back. So you can see where this journey started from, like 0. Now it went up and came down also. Okay, let's add another time. Let's add another one to it. Another one here. Another one here again. Let's add it to it. I click on what? Select data, and I add profit. Profit, and this, remove this one here, and replace it with profitability. Click OK. This one has gone again because we change the series. Okay, where is the line? We can't see the line. Where is the profitability line? Can you see the profit line? What is happening? Can you tell me what happened to the? If I click on it, the three are selected. Can you see? Can you see? But why is the line very low like this? Can you see the line? See the line? Please talk quickly. Why is the line very low? I think this is profit line. Can you see it? I selected it. This is very low. Can you see it? Very low. Why is it very low? Why is it lying down? It's just sleeping on the floor. So can we compare this to any of this? Is it comparable? For analysis sake. Is it comparable? Can we compare it? Hello? Talk to me. Can we compare the profitability to other two? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. The answer is no. Total no. Because you cannot even compare it. You can't see which month you make profit or you don't make profit because everything is just on that low. Because why? Because what we have here is between 0 and 100. While we have between 0 and from here to here is 50,000. So how do you want this one to move? It means this cannot move at all. It cannot move at all. This cannot move. Are you getting me now? So when we have something like this, now what do we now do? That will take us to where we have primary axis and secondary axis. Remember when we have a primary axis? Let's go back to our options now, and we have axis options where we can now can make a line to be primary and another one to be secondary, and that could even take us to where we have the combo chart. Remember, the same chart is similar to this. I think it's the same chart here. When we talk about combo chart, click on insert. Down here, coming down there, can you see here we have, if you come to all chart, down we have a combo chart. Can you see that it's different from the other one? This is called combo chart, and you can see that we have how many type of this we have here. We have 3 series. Now, because this one, the 3 of them aligns, that's okay. Make this one this. It is combo. We call it combo line because it's going to include 2 type of charts or 2 type of charts or 3 of charts. Now we have line chart and we have column chart. Can you see we have line, we have column. We can make okay. The first 2 are even column. Oh, sorry. We change this one to line also. We can change this to line. Now we have 2 line charts and we have 1 column chart. Or we can say okay, this one is column. You can say this one is column and we can say this one is a line. Anyone you like. Can you see now? Now, but what I want to show us is that you can see that profit margin, we have made it what? Secondary axis. You can see that's flat down. The moment I click on this, you can see it flying up here. It's now flying up here. Then let me click OK. That is what you do when you have a flat number, a number that is not, that doesn't correlate with other ones. You do what? You make it a secondary axis because the range are not the same. This is talking about 0 to 100. Why this one? The minimum here is even 50,000. Can you see? So they are not related at all. They are very far away from each other. So what do? Just come to change of the chart, select combo chart. You want to make everything in line, no problem. Click on OK and OK. So you can see the 3 movement now. You can see we now have it. This is its own axis. This is the axis for that. You can see it here. You can format it. You can do anything with it. You have the axis, and then we have this. That is called combo chart. When you have them as 2 different charts, you call it combo chart. But when you leave it, you can still leave it everything as a line chart. No problem. Sorry. You can make everything line and on the axis. You can make everything line. I see everything line. It doesn't matter because it's this thing. The second, okay, we have created secondary for vertical. Okay, and that's all. So, and remove axis. So that is that. Then the next we look at, we talk about spaghetti chart. Remember when I talk about multiple series. When you have multiple series, what do? I have the data. I've selected this. Then I click on insert spaghetti plot. I put everything in this. How do you explain this to somebody? You remember the first time I used column chart. It's very difficult to explain. Now again, you have the same thing. Also difficult. It's also difficult to still explain. Can you see them? So when you have multiple chart like this, what do? You can, okay, let's say you want to make a column chart, and they make the one that maybe you are focusing on one. The one you want to focus on, for example, let's say we are focusing on rice, and rice is on the blue. Let's say we are focusing on this rice. Okay, this light blue, this rice, right? You know what you do? Other ones that you are not focusing on at the moment, you have to create different charts for the same thing. But the other one that you are not focusing on at the same time, you can just make them like gray. You can just put them in a gray color so that they don't compete with your data. Put them on a gray color, which means that it's possible. Maybe compulsory you must show. If you must show it by compulsory, no problem. Put them in a gray color or the same color of a gray and gray color. You can gray them out. While you can still compare them, but you can see that the one we want to actually present, you can make it sharper and even thicker. Can you see? So we can compare rice to other ones. While some are even good, but find they're going up, but you can see that your attention will focus more on rice. Attention will do what? Will focus more on what? On that crop. And you can see the movement of rice along this axis. Now you want to talk about beans. Where is the beans here? Or beans. You want to talk about the beans? Which one is the beans here? Let's check. Before we click. Okay, this is beans. If you want to focus on beans, what do? You format the series. Format the series. You want to add label, you can add label. The point, this point, when you want to add a label to the point. So you can select one and format it in a way that it will be different from other. And with that, you quickly know what is happening. So to this one now, at this point, we can add data label to that point only. you want to add to all points, you can add, but for now, I want to add to just a single point. Now, let's look at different type of line chart that we have. Click on chart design, and you can see chart type. Look at the type we have. I think these are the same, they look alike, but okay, these are stacked. These are stacked column, stacked line chart. Remember the one we did earlier when we were doing the stacked column chart? They added one on top at the top of each other. So the same thing is applicable here. Line chart is stacked. What happened here? What is the amount of sales we have? Sales. The sales is what? 300,000. So the beans started this journey from 300,000 here. 300 plus 400, that's 700. Can you see? Plus 60,000, plus 200,000, plus what? So at the end of the day, if you see the total January is around what? 1,400. That is what stacked column used for. So this stacked column build on each other. One on top of each other, another. That is how stacked column is done, and that's how it is formatted. Is that clear? Stacked line chart. Is it clear?
Yes, I'm hearing, but it's not clear.
It's not clear. We have two charts here. I'm explaining the difference between the two. When you look at this design here, this is the first one we did. This is one, we did one, right? Like this. Are you clear with this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I said for other types of column chart, click on this and select this one. And I said the name of this one is what? Stacked line chart. Just like the stacked column chart that we did earlier, when we were talking about column chart, we stack them, we put one on top of each other. This is not even chart stack column. This is when we formatted the cluster column. We have done stack column where we put one on top of each other, when we added them together. The same thing applicable here. Where is it? When we put one, you know, how much is our sales in January? 300,000, right? Where the beans started calculation from is where the sales of rice ended. Hello? Rice stopped at 300,000. If you had 300 to 400 beans, what will it give you? The other line is for beans. Now, above beans, when you add the price of wheat to beans again, you can see the other one. Can you see the beans? The wheat. Then we also have the next one, which is millet, and the last one, which is others. It means that they were adding to each other. So they are not starting from zero. Only rice started from zero to 336. But the other one started from what? From where rice stopped, where the beans started counting its own from. And the millet wheat started from what? Where beans stopped and added to it. Same thing with the millet and the others. Is it clearer now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, that is what is meant by stacked line chart. Let's look at other charts. Other line chart we still have. We also have 100% stacked because we have a lot of data. So we can see what make up the 100% is still like the stacked column, but 100% now. It's no number. We have number here again. So you can see how much contribution each of these has from the 100 for that particular month. If we have, let me just reduce this to 2 so that it can make more sense. Let me reduce to 2 to make more sense. Click OK. So you can see this is beans. This line at the top here is for beans. This is where the whole thing stopped, as you can see. But this is what rice has contributed. Well, what beans has contributed will make it to be 100. So you can see the difference between the two. The top here represents beans. The down here represents what? Rice. The bottom down here represents rice. The top here represents what? Beans. That's what makes it 100%. So those are the type of line charts that we have. We also have 3D. Okay, sorry. We have the ones with markers. Markers, you can see it marks point. The marker also can be formatted. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can change the type of the marker you have here. You can always do that. Can you see the marker here? You can come here and say, okay, no, this marker, I want the size to be big. Okay, sorry, this is the marker, not the line. I want to work on the marker. The marker type. You can see the bullet in the marker. Can you see the kind of marker you can use? The kind of marker you can use, change it to this, and the size can be increased. Can you see the size of the marker? So you can do so much to format your line chart. So I think we are good. I think we have done enough on the line chart, and we can move to what? Area chart. Just like line chart, remember column chart and bar chart are the same, except that one is vertical and one horizontal. Same thing with line chart and area chart. Line chart and area chart are the same thing, except that one is shaded, while one is just a line. That is just it. So let me select this, and you can see area chart here. I don't want 3D. Oh, I don't want 3D. Area chart. Okay, that's let's come back to area chart. Area chart. So you can see the same line chart we have, but now it's shaded. The portion of the rise, this is the sales. This is sales, there's profit. Can you see the sales? We want to see our sales for January to December is shaded. This shaded portion represents what? Our sales for the period. Exactly just like what we did with a line chart. You want to add another one to it? Okay, let's add another one to it. How do we add? Remember, just click on the select data. Don't forget, we have select data and we add. What are we adding? The profit here, and we have the values there. Select this as a value option and hit OK. So you can compare them side by side now. So you can see them. The sales and the profit. You can see them. The profit is in red, while the sales is in let's add the legend so that we can see which one is red. You can see that profit is red and the sales is blue. Let's take it the legend to the bottom. Aha, you can see. That is that. Now let's look at the other type. The other type of this that we have. The other type that we have among the area chart. Remember what we did on that line chart? The same stacked. We also have stacked area chart here also. It's stacked. You can see that the sales, let's change this to product. Product A and product B. Can you see now? Now, with product A and product B, we have product A ends. That is where product B started is counting from. At the end of the day, the two of them ended to be what? Let's look at this January. January says is around 400,000. You can see that where the data end. So it means that product B did not started from 0. Started from what? From 300,000 for 64, giving us what? 400. Look at February. It started from what? From this point, 348 to 120 something. You can see where we stopped. And look at this month when it started from. We have sales of A here around 200,000. Can you see? That is called what? Stacked area charts. So just like the other ones, we still have 100%. We have other things there. You can always explore them and see how they look alike. Can you see? One is column. This is a combo chart. Can you see? We have. You can decide which one is a combo, which one is this, and which one is line. So you can change the chart type from here. You see, you can change the type. Anything you want to do, you can always come here and change the type. This is possible with what? Combo chart. Then we look at, that is, we have talked about combo chart earlier. We plotted this. Then we look at a pie chart. Pie chart. Pie chart is used, I know we know what's called pie chart. It is used to represent when you have fewer data, like 2 to 4. When it's more than 5, pie chart will become useless. It's nonsense. When you have more than 5 series. When you have more than 5 series, pie chart is not advisable. So it's only advisable when you have 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, maximum of 5. When it's more than 5, it's not good. Are you getting me? It's not what? It's not good. That is on pie chart. Let's quickly plot it and see what we can do with pie chart. Click on this. You can see we have pie, we have donut, we have 3D. This 3D is not really good for some things. Only you have to be very careful when you're using 3D. You have to be very careful when you're using 3D. For example, let's look at something here. Quarter 4, which is quarter 3. Quarter 1 is blue. Quarter 2. Look at quarter 3 and 4. Quarter 3 and 4. This is quarter 3 and 4. Which one is bigger? Can you tell me which one is bigger? If you don't have this data here, quarter 3 and 4, which is bigger? Quarter 4 is bigger, but look at the figure here. 300 to 500.
Quarter 2 is bigger.
Yeah, but in the pie chart.
So the pie chart, 3D pie chart can be deceitful. Please always take care of this before. If you want to use 3D, For pie chart, please be careful very well. Be careful. I just quickly note that. So let's quickly change the chart to the normal pie, or you can use pie or donut. They are doing the same job. Okay. So we have 4, and you can see you can quickly add. That's easy. How easy to is it? Just add the label, and you can make it. You can add the call out, data call out. So you can see call this percentage, this, and that. And with this, let's quickly do more option. What makes this one different from other ones is one of these is the call out here. The name, you have the quarter one, the amount, and the percentage, right? So look at something here. Come to the right here under this text option here, label option. You can change the different, make it to the next space. So each of them, the quarter, what we are showing, category name, value, and percentage. So no space. Next line, new line. Now you can see them line by line. Line by line, you can see, make it a new line. Everything you go to the new line. So you will not mix up the quarter, the name of the series. Can you please? There's a noise of something, a sound from somebody's background there. Can you mute yourself, please? So when you have something like this, you can remove this. You can just remove this. Just remove the legend. Since we already have the call out there, you can remove this. So we know what each color stands for. And you can format as much as possible, just like we did earlier with other ones. You can see here you only have 3 elements. Unlike the one where you have like 6 or 7 elements, you only have 3 elements and you can format them side by side. Title, table, data label, and legend. There is gone. You only have data label to format, and you can format it as much as possible using these options you have here. Now let's see other format, also other type here also. And, yes.
So this funnel, like beside the chart, what does it stand for?
This one.
Yes, sir.
It's just like filter.
Okay.
It's like filter. Yes. It's like filter. You want to filter something out of it. No, funnel is like a filter too. You want to remove something.
That's true. Okay.
Yes. I've removed 2 now. Apply. Can you see that I filtered the data down to just 2?
2.
On the category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what that one does.
And okay. The painter, what's the painter for too?
What?
The paint, is it a paint or something?
It's format. It's format.
Okay.
It's format options there.
Okay.
It's format option. But some if you are using 2016 and below, you may not have this. You may not yours may not have this. If you don't have it, don't be afraid. You can see format from the right side there, or you can format from the top here. Are you getting me? So you have your design, you have your format. You can always see options. You have different options that you can. There are different places you can do more. Okay, so that is that. Now, so I want to show other options, other types we have here. Time has gone. Though. Another one here is this. So sometimes this one, the same thing that we have earlier. Let me collapse this. This one, we can also come here and increase the door size. Oh, sorry, that's the explosion. The old size inside. The old size can be reduced, and the old size can be increased. You get me? So, and angular size can rotate it where you want it to start from. You get me? It's like you are rolling it. Then inside here, there's something you can do here. You can insert a text box here. Let's quickly add that. Quickly add insert text box. You can just come here and say, okay, what's the total? Let's see the total here. Our total sales is not here. Let's see total. Sorry. Equals to sum. Put the bracket. Select this. That is our total sales. I can come here and say, I want to insert a text box that will show the total. Oh, this is Control-Shift-1. We don't want that. Insert text box. This is another thing that you can also add values to your do not chat. Don't type anything inside like this. Click on this. Click on this box. Because the blinking has gone. Click on it, right? Then come here. Type equals to. Select this and enter. It will show inside it. So you can increase the size. And maybe let's see. Let's remove the 2 point there. So you can just format this. Remove on the shape. Remove the outline, so that nobody will know that it's a text box. Can you see? Sitting comfortably. Sitting comfortably. While you still have all this one outside here, you can see the total sales inside. And then you can add another one again. Insert text box, so that people will know what is this number we are seeing here. You can say, okay, total sales. total sales. And you see, that is, it's not just creating the chart, but it's creating a chart that gives meaning, that is meaningful. Okay, Control A, Control B, and you can come here, put at the center, and go to same format. You can use any format, any color of your choice. Don't forget, use any color. Sorry, text field. You can use text field if you want to add any field to anything, and you can remove the outline, that line at the edge, so that it doesn't look as if you type anything there. So the line will go up, and you can see. Can you see now that it's giving more value to your pie chart, just instead of just having the rounded. You can see the total while you are still looking at the other ones. Okay, that is that. Then we're going to stop in let me just give me 10 more minutes, please. It's already 5:11. Let's look at when you have multiple series. I remember I said when you have more than 5, your pie chart is not good. But sometimes you want to show some things. Maybe you have some items that you want to group. You want to group them. You have major and you have minor items. How do we show that? When you have major and minor items, we call it pie in pie. That's when you have multiple series for pie chart. You insert and come to under this place. You can see these two options here. Can you see these two options? They call pie in pie. Now you can see that we have how many series here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we now have 5, we have 3, making 8. Why is it 8? Because it has created orders. This one is for orders. Let me change this one from orders to technology, manufacturing, agriculture, furniture. Furniture. So it has created orders. That orders, it has now grouped them into 3. Let's look at the orders here. Apparel. Okay, what color is this? This blue. This and this. Okay, let's do something now. We are going to make it like I click on this small one. It brought out this for me. Let's make it like 3 or 4. 4. Now we have 3 here. Let's add the data label to know what each of them stand for. Let me add the call out to all. So you can see we have manufacturing, technology, and agriculture. These 3, this is 9%. Oh, 18%, 7%. What's agriculture? This is a technology, 30 million. This 20 million. This 10 million. What about apparel? I think apparel is supposed to join this group. Okay, let's make it 3 back again. Those are the major part of this thing. When you make it 3, see that apparel will come back here. Okay, furniture is now here. Where's apparel? Apparel should be here. Okay, let's come back here and let's the label. Sorry. Okay, this point, the series option should be split by value. I want to split by value. Any value less than 15 million. 15 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go to the other point. Can you see now? Those ones that are bigger are now here, while others. So this is now showing what? Others. You can also use this. Sorry. Also use this also to represent it the same way. Still the same thing, so that we can see the orders separately from the main product. Oh, sorry. So these are orders. These represent what? Agriculture, furniture, economy, and food. Why the major ones are here. So when you have a bigger data and you must present in pie chart, we go for pie in what? Pie in pie. Go for pie in pie. And then you can increase the size of the second plot or reduce it. So is that clear? That is pie in pie. Before we move to another chart, any question? Any question? Any question? If there's no question, type no question in the chat box. Let me show that people are still here. Type no question in the chat box. It's very clear. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sunny. Okay, no question. Thank you. So okay, we move to the next one. Let's look at the scatter plot. Scatter plot is used when you want to compare points, and those points are values. For example, look at this data we have here. When we send 694 emails, we have 89 sales. When we send 805, we have 89 sales. When we have this, when we sell 700, we have 86 sales. When we have 89, we have 96. So the number of mail we have compared to the number of sales we make. We want to know, does the sales react? Is our sales reacting to our marketing emails? Government will spend, when government spends social amount on education, and it's also increasing. Is the crime rate increasing or decreasing? What is the impact of two things that are, what do you call it? Are they supplementary, or what do you call it in economics? They are not competitive. We have complementary, and we also have composite. Composite is one depends on the other. I think it's something like complementary, sir, or composite, whichever way. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know much English. I have forgotten all those economics things we taught. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I want to know, does the emails have effect on sales? Are you getting me? That is what, when you have 2 points and both points are numbers, want to compare one number to another number, what effect is this having on this? We use what is called scatter plot. Now let's quickly look at this. I'm selecting these 2 data points now. Then I will go to insert. Then this we have, you can see that it has even suggested data for us. Scatter plot. We also call it XY scatter plot. Okay, this is it. This is our scatter plot. How can you explain this? Difficult. Okay, but for the purpose of learning, remember what happened when we started the class. This one started from 0, so you can see that because that's from 0, it's making it difficult to see the difference between them. Let's quickly change the axis. We're going to change this. I think we'll change it to 65 or so, 65, and we can change this to what? To 600. 600. So let's quickly come here and change this to what? Axis option. We change it to what? From 65. And we come here, we change this. Can you see sometimes why you need to know that it's not by default the 0 must be there. Sometimes you need to zoom in or zoom out and make the 600. So we want to see the effect. So you can see that from this shows that the marketing email does not have much effect. Does not have, because if you look at the trend, it's just zigzag. It's not moving. The more money we spend, when we spend almost 1,000, what we have is 900. Even the time when we spend 850, we have more sales. When we spend 800, you see, we spend 900, we have lesser sales, 75 sales. When we spend 950, we have just 75 sales. So can you see that it's like it doesn't have much effect? But you don't just use idea to just say that. Let's add something here called trend line. And you see, we now have a trend line that is showing the trend of our sales. And trend line, we can use the different option of trend line that we have. We have linear trend line, we have exponential, we have linear forecast, and we also have 2-period moving average, and we have more options there. So the trend line will show you the movement. So that we quickly know that it's not just spending money on those. We need to look deeper to know what is influencing our sales. So let's click on more option here and add some other things to it. One thing here is this: mathematics people, you want to display the equation. No, this is an equation. There's an equation between x and y. How do we display the equation? You can display the equation here. This trend line has its equation, and the equation is this. Sorry. This is the equation. Yeah. Y equals to minus this plus this. So which means that if you spend 1,000, how much sales are you expecting? When you plot it in this graph and you get the result. That is that. And we also have something here also for economics people too. If you want to display the R square of this, I don't know much about that. So you can just do that. And remember, the trend line can come in different form. The trend line can come in different forms. You can use, but it depends on what you're doing and how much you can explain all this. And you can also forecast how many period. Let's forecast like 2 more period or 5 period. 5 more period. What's likely our sales likely to be? Let's see. So you can forecast you can forecast that. So it's likely to move. It's likely to still be between this range. Okay, so that is scatter plot. Similar to scatter plot, if you look at the other type of scatter plot here, you see that we have something here. They are together. Two of them are the same family. That is called bubble chart. Can you see bubble chart here? So bubble chart is used when you have 3 variables. Here we have 2. Sometimes we have 3 variables. When we have 3 variables, we use what is called bubble chart. We are going to stop here today. Bubble chart. So insert bubble chart. Let's see how bubble chart works. You can see 2 things are reacting together. When this one go up, this one, does it go up or go down? Then the third one will now determine the size. That is where the size come into play. Let's look at this. Let's come here and select XY scatter plot and come here, bubble chart. Now let's try to interpret this. Let's try to interpret this Wix program. Remember, as it is, you can also change it. It doesn't matter which one is X, which one is Y. Let's come here. Click on select data. You can see we have this. You can select which one is your X, which one is Y, and the rest. So you can select by yourself and which one is the bubble size. But let's click on this so that you can see what it's saying. I point here. This one is a week in program, point 265. This is the point, 265. When it has a weight of 265 before, and after working for after doing exercise for 16 weeks, the size of what it the bubble size is 50. That is the amount of weight it lost. So you can see that 50 is the biggest in this value. So that means it lost more weight than anybody. The bigger, this is the biggest number here, 50. This one does not lose, this only worked for like 2 weeks and it only lost what? 2 pounds or 2 or whatever, as you call it. That is what bubble chart try to explain. It's giving the size. The size is telling us that is what's the effect of these 2 together, this and where they meet, where this one meet this, where at 600, at 600, 250, it meets 16. Then the size, the effect of these 2 together now reacted. The result is the size. The size that we have here is the result. Is it clear? So, any question? I think we are going to stop here. Maybe when we have another paper and continue from the top start to the ground. Time has gone, seriously. So, any question before we call it a day?
No question from my end.
Okay, thank you very much. Who else again? Any question? Mr. Mutiu. Mr. Mutiu, long time. Very long time. Mr. Biakin, okay. Madam Tony, well done. Madam Adina, thank you for showing up. Mr. Semi Wadio, thank you for coming. Thank you. So the next class where we meet, remain blessed, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Bye.